it's me. In case you didn't follow or in case you missed something during the lecture regarding the directions of the graphs, I would cover it again for you. So I told you that when you have the categorical variable, such as nominal and the ordinal variable, you'd use bar graph or pie graph. So those two are majorly about the categorical variables. So why don't we start from the bar graph here? So use the simple. So usually for the graphs, using the default option or the basic option is better many times. Alright, so if you do not see this list of the variables again and again, you are not using the option I suppose to. So maybe you can change their options, but you can always go to the option again. So I will not cover here because I did tell you many times. So to save the time, we can go to the option first. So when you choose your bar representative as number of cases and number of cases, but usually the percentage of cases is better because the number of cases can be biased based on the sampling method and the number of the cases in each category. So we usually use the number of cases instead of the we usually use the percentage of cases instead of the number of cases. So let's suppose to use one graph. So let's use the different one. Maybe use the race, I think. So race is nominal variable, very categorical, and do not have the indication of the order. And if you try to use option, as you can see, these are not very useful here. I will not use that, but for the title, you can see many options here, but we usually use the subtitle as maybe you can put any title based on your information, but we would say that this is the bar graph, and maybe you can say the proportion of each race. Then continue. And you can just click OK. Right, so you can see the white and black and the other. And if we want to put some more information, you can just double click. Alright, so, this got bigger, but you can see this one as data label mode. You can just click to add those information, but if you want to do it at once, you can use button. It's not able. So sometimes if this icon is not able, okay, activated, you can use this one. Click. So after that, close this window. Then you will see this one. Alright. So by adding those labels, that will be more helpful. Right, that's the one way. And there were so many questions about the syntax, and if you want to know about the syntaxes, you can just go to the output here. So this is the syntax code. So it's very useful when you have many data, and probably if the SPSS is very slow, it's very hard to find the variables with the slow computer. Then in that case, you can go, I'm using the syntax here, and then just copy. So you can see these codes, but you can simply change one. So even having some wrong space and the wrong dot, it will let you know that there are many errors. So there is no the punctuate here. There is no dot. There is a dot here. Every time the command needs to finish by the dot. So you would need to remove the dot anywhere in between, but you need to close it as a dot. So let's suppose to have the gender variable here and proportion of each gender. So the sex variable, it does differentiate the uppercase or lowercase, but anyway, put the right name of the variable, and this is the subtitle, and drag it, and okay. So the same, similar, Okay, so proportion of each gender, we can see the subtitle is added. And if we want to edit this graph, double click and go to this icon, show data label. Right, so if we click the data label mode, it will be disabled. So you can just click this one and you can see these options are added. And if you want to just remove them, just go to the percent as the displayed option and just use cancel and apply. Okay, so you can see there's no label, but if we want to add the label again, put this one and okay, and close. Right, okay, so this table. And if you want to add this one to your Word file or the assignment file, click, okay, and copy as the image, and then you can simply go. So let's suppose that we have the Word file here, and maybe you can paste as a window. So it's too big. Then okay, very easy, right? Then let's go back to the SPSS program. So this is how to create the bar graph, and also go to graph, pie graph, same, the very default option. And let's suppose that we are using the degree variable because this is the level of the education and percentage of cases, and maybe title as proportion of each education level. Then okay, right, beautiful. So R's highest degree, it will be the proportion of each education level, less than high school, grad school, many categories. So double click and go to show data label. You can add up those labels here. All right. So as the video is getting longer, so I will see you in next video regarding the continuous variable. I mean the graphs for the metric variables. All right. See you soon.